Let's look at this series of allegations coming from Nigerians against Nigerian police. We have seen so many videos that have made it around where you can clearly see people accusing the police personnel of extortion or forceful withdrawal from their accounts. But the point here is, let me say that it behoves on the authorities to investigate any such allegation. Because let me allow you to watch this video first before we further this conversation. I think this one happened in Edo State.
Hello guys, how you all doing? Man, it's really very bad, like what we want to talk about. Like Nigerian police, that's what we want to talk about. If you look at our faces, we're very sad. Look at my wife's eyes, she cried a lot. That was 2 days ago. I was coming back from work, it was around 8 o'clock, and they stopped us because I decided to use the public transport, and they picked me. Look at my phone, saw my profile picture, and asked who's this. I said my wife. I said, is she American? I said yes. And they decided to handcuff me. My hand feels dead up to this time, like there's no life here. They handcuffed me, put me in the what's it called, the vehicle, and took me to a unknown location, telling me to transfer 1 million naira to them. And I was like, for what? And they slapped me, beat me up, telling me to call whoever I want to call, telling me to unlock my phone. I said, you don't have any right to unlock my phone. I don't have to give you my phone. What's my crime? And they kept on beating me up, handcuffed me behind my back. And I was hurting badly. They dealt with me so much, like I was begging. I had no choice, but I unlocked my phone. And they looked into my private chat, everybody and all of that, went to my bank app and all that. And the little money I have, they saw, to God be the glory, they saw that there was not much money on my OP. And the other one, I couldn't even access it. That was the problem. I couldn't access the money from, they just saw email and saw that like there's money. And they wanted me to make sure I give them 1 million naira or they're going to kill me. They took me as if they're taking me to Lagos, past the town, just going towards a lonely part of that area. Very quiet place. From 8 a.m. 8 p.m. till 1 a.m. For 5 hours they were with me, dealing with me, making sure I give them money for no crime committed, just because they saw my profile and realized that I'm married to an American woman, felt I have the whole money to give to them. And they stopped somewhere, they saw a guy with a girl around maybe 12, and they asked the guy, where are you going to? He said they're going to a hotel and all that. And they said, oh, so you have money to take a girl? What unnecessary questioning, profiling individuals just like that.
These are supposed to be the police.
This is the police. 5 guys. 5 policemen with rifle with police uniform. No badge, no name. I don't know. These are criminals. They are not police. They stopped, they are parked somewhere at the town, Saple Road, Benin City. Close to Adeswa Junction. That was where they picked me. And took me towards Yari Motors, towards going to Lagos. Towards Olukusa. They took me towards there. Very quiet, around 12, nobody on the street. Making sure they got money from me. They got a guy with driving a GLE motor, and I think the guy transferred 500,000 to them and left. Just like that. They realized they could not get any tangible money from me. They took my phone, they took my power bank, they took my charger, they took my headphone, they took all my belongings. The cash with me, they took that cash. My wife was crying at home, worried, no way to get to me. She tried to reach my phone. They couldn't allow me to pick a call. They just wanted me to give them money. This is really, really bad in the police force. I want this video, you people should share these videos so that people will realize what the police are doing right now in Benin City, Edo State. These are set of guys that claim to be from the States, and they're called special squad and all that. Special squad for what? What kind of special squad are you? You're doing nothing, just going about taking money from people you feel have the money. And I was busy asking, what is my crime? You looked through my phone, what did you see? When they realized they could not get any tangible money from me, they dealt with me and dumped me somewhere like around 1 a.m. I had to sleep outside. In the morning, I had to find a way to do welcome back, get another phone, and make sure they don't get to use my number and all that. They had a lot of phone. A guy's phone, they took a guy's phone, iPhone 14 Pro Max. They took his phone. The guy ran off. So this is really bad in the police force. My wife is really enjoying Nigeria now. She's having second thought of leaving this country.
Yeah.
Because she's really scared. Like,
Well, at least for us to start to go to America, because I don't want, that's crazy. This is the second time actually that they've done something like this.
this is the second time they've done this to me.
Yeah.
For no crime committed. Now somebody cannot, it was 8 o'clock, it was not late at night. They held me till 1 a.m. They held me till 1 a.m. There's no name on their, they had no badge number, or what is it called in Nigeria?
Like name tag or something.
No name tag and all that, but they had their uniform police with rifles and all that.
They're basically just kidnappers. is
They
what
just
are.
kidnappers. I don't know. They took a lot. They took a lot of money. They got a lot of money from many guys. They stopped me somewhere, had me handcuffed at the back of the seat, stopped, and any vehicle they see, they make sure they get money from them. You know, just out there to loot people. Police are meant to protect lives and properties, but this time they're stealing from us. They stole from me. They stole my phone. This police stole my phone. They stole everything from me that night and dumped me somewhere to die. They said they're going to kill me. It was God. They wanted to just shoot me.
Yeah.
And I was pleading.
And
I was pleading.
praying. That whole night I was just praying.
This is really bad. Guys, you guys should share this video so it will get to the relevant authorities and let people know this is what the police are out doing right now. This is happening in Benin City, Edo State. It's happening. I don't know. I'm sure it's happening in virtually all of the parts, all of Nigeria. It's just that a lot of people are not going to express themselves like we're doing right now. They've killed a lot of people, possibly. What about if they had opportunity of saying maybe a lot of money with me, like 50 million? Don't you think they'll just kill me and have a way to take the money?
They probably would have.
They probably would have. But God saved my life.
Amen.
My wife was at home praying, and I believe God heard our prayers, and they just realized that they should just dump this guy somewhere. And they dumped me somewhere to die. I was on the floor crying. I couldn't move because they dealt with me.
Haven't watched the video? You can clearly see the level of the allegation. And this is what I'm saying, that the authorities, the police IG, the police DIGs, the office of the respective police deputy inspector generals of police must synergize to ensure that when such allegation is made, that it is investigated. And when it's investigated and anyone is found wanting, let that person be court-martialed, let that person be made to face the wrath of the law to act as deterrence to others. I'm saying this particularly because the issue of policing is a symbiotic relationship that should encompass both the government and the governed. Because the police need the public for intelligence. The police need to have confidence, the public need to have confidence in the police. But we have a situation where the public do not have confidence in the police, I must say it's a recipe for crisis. That is why at times you can see some extrajudicial killing, which is condemnable. You can see some lynching of human being, which is condemnable. Because in the first place, once a culprit is arrested, a suspect is arrested, whether by the public or the police, particularly by the public anyway, the first thing to do is to turn that person over to the nearest police station, who have the power to investigate and prosecute. But I want to say that the reason we at times see extrajudicial killing on the part of the citizens, see some lynching of people on the part of the citizens, is directly because the people do not have confidence in the police. And I think the police authority must work hard to build this confidence. I want to believe that the police have an arm of it, an arm of it that relates to the public. That, of course, image makers of the police. Yes, police PROs are all over the state. I think they should start programs to educate the public on the right thing to do in this circumstance. Not on the right thing to do, they should equally make the public know when they punish erring personnel. Because I recall the issue that happened sometime in Edo State. I want to say that that thing could have happened if the public have confidence in the police. And that confidence must be rekindled. Because nobody wants to live in an environment of lawlessness, in an environment of rancor. I must say that from the office of the president is the president and the commander of the armed forces. The governors are the governors and the chief executive officer of their respective states. To the office of the national security advisor. To the office of all the, of course, commissioners of police. To the office of all the zonal, to the office of all the area commanders. They must all synergize to ensure that anytime Nigerians make allegation of this nature, that is quickly addressed, that they are investigated. Because if it is investigated and the personnel are identified, isolated, and anyone that is found wanting is prosecuted, I must say that it will ultimately build confidence, make the Nigerians, the public, build confidence in the police. Because in most cases, the public always see the leadership of these security agencies in cahoots, in collaboration, in synergy with what their lieutenants are doing in the field. Because if they settle here and see maybe court-martialing, maybe reprimand, maybe punishment to erring personnel, the public will obviously go with that perception that the leadership is a cahoot with what their lieutenants are doing in the field. But I must say that we have seen instances where the police have actually court-martialed its personnel. But let us see any issue that is alleged. Let the public see investigation in that regard. Let the public see that because obviously the police personnel, the military personnel, the Air Force personnel, in fact, all the security agencies are being paid by taxpayers' money.